Red Bull gives you wings.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
At Dalhousie University, ocean expertise flows directly into the blue economy. We're advancing clean tech and digital solutions and shaping tomorrow's workforce. We're turning today's challenges in medicine and healthcare into tomorrow's opportunities. And through our community partnerships, we support discovery and inclusion that make a real difference. This is Dalhousie University, where local collaboration meets global impact.
Before you head out, make a plan to get home safe. Call a friend, a taxi, an Uber, or take public transit. Cheers to those who make responsible choices.
Hello, Pump One? You saved $10.
Download the Hometown Rewards app and sign up with your Air Miles card to save $10 at Irving. You can save $10 at Irving with Hometown Rewards. Download the Hometown Rewards app and sign up with your Air Miles card to get all these rewards and more from Irving. Red Bull gives you wings.
Yeah.
Pressure's on. This has got to be some of the best stuff. Dog Turtle? It's on you. Really? To get everything. Dog. If you miss one, you're fired on the spot. Oh no. You guys have your kids all down? Any mistake you can think of, I Yeah, you can say like today's game sponsor is presented by Raymond James.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wickwire Field in Halifax, Nova Scotia for this Week 8 matchup between the Holland College Hurricanes and the Dalhousie Tigers. We are almost ready for football here as Dal's getting ready to come onto the field.
And good evening, folks. It's going to be an exciting matchup tonight. I think we have a couple introductions ready to go. My name is Nathan Whidden, former Dalhousie football player, and next to me is former AFL All-Star, Alistair Chauhan. Alistair, how you doing tonight?
You're being too kind, Nate. And let's not forget that you were a former AFL Defensive Player of the Year.
Thank you, sir. We're excited to look at this tonight. It'll be a good matchup. Big match between the two of them. This game is worth double points as one of these games was canceled by the Hurricane earlier this year. Winner of this game moves on to the finals. This could be do or die for Dalhousie Tigers here. We'll let the team warm up and we'll let everyone get ready. And here we go with introductions.
Graduating seniors from our Dalhousie Tigers. What I would like you to do, fans, wait until everyone is recognized, and then we can have a big round of applause for all of them, please. Now, players, when I call your name, I'd like you to make a couple of steps forward. Take your helmet off your head so we can recognize you. Raise it over top of your head, and just stay there while the other ones are announced. Okay, number one. Okay, Kabanek, would you step forward, please? Save it to the end, please. Number 3, Logan Hillier. Number 4, Colton Allen. Number 12, Grayson Dominguez. Number 26, Roland Thompson. Number 33, Owen Hamilton White. Number 55, Yassine. This is not on your program, it got cut off here, but Alan LaFont on number 99, would you step forward, please? Jeremy Miller. Whoa, where's your number here, Jeremy? we'd like to pay tribute to Ali Titus, one of our trainers who's been with us since 2016. Okay, big round of applause for all you graduating Tigers. Everybody please stand up and take off your hats, please. Allison Beeler will sing "O Canada."
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
And here we go, folks. Alistair, what do you remember about being in that huddle over there?
Not a lot. I think I blacked out most of the time I was on the field. But I'd be excited.
Now,
Nate,
was that from head trauma, or was that just the adrenaline going for you?
Just the adrenaline going through.
It is incredible over there.
Nate, you've played in a lot of these games. Obviously, as you mentioned earlier, this is an extremely important game for both teams. What can we expect from Holland College and Dalhousie today?
I think one of the biggest things we should be looking for tonight is the pass rush from the Dalhousie side here. We had defensive line coach Freddie Diab come in last year, straight from Mount Allison University, and he's been incredible for the program. He's taken a group of young men, many of whom I played with in my day back in 2021, and he's turned them into animals. I think we saw that a little bit last game against Fredericton there. We had the front seven
Just a little shout out
absolutely
to,
demolishing that
officials for today's
offensive line over there in Fredericton. And I think tonight they're going to be a big key factor, and I think a lot of people won't really take them too seriously, but I think that is one of the most skilled units on the field here tonight.
Definitely something to watch out for.
is F. Couture. The line judge is B. Dubé, and the referee for today's game is L. Cote. So let's hear it for the officials, please.
And folks, some of you on the field might be hearing a little bit of noise from our speakers here. That is Mr. Rick Rivers with the on-field commentary. Rick's been around the program since before it was reincarnated, back in the early 2000s. He is a true diehard Dalhousie Tiger, especially for the football team. He is incredible. He pumps the players up every game, and you'll be hearing a lot from him tonight.
And the author of a Dalhousie football book.
I forgot about the book. Alistair, thank you for reminding us.
Undefeated since 1972?
1973. 1973.
Sounds about right.
Absolutely.
Before our time, just a bit.
Can we find that on Amazon?
It's probably sold out, I imagine.
Sold out.
It's a hot commodity, that book.
Yeah, unfortunate. And here we are. This is one of my most favorite parts of the pregame ritual.
2 beats, 2
right
claps?
there.
Oh, there.
Oh, to be back in that circle right now. Alistair, what would you do for that?
I'll have to give up a few parts of my body to do that.
I think most of the alumnus sitting right next to us would say the same.
I mean, many of them have given up parts
And
of
who
their
do we
body.
have right here next to us? We have Jack Underhill, former number 88. Was it two-time AFL All-Star? Yeah, two-time
Former
AFL
Tiger
All-Star?
offensive MVP, Jack Underhill.
Offensive MVP.
And he may serve as our on-field correspondent later in the game.
Analyst.
Share some insights with us.
And number 55, Mr. Tommy Panther. How many times AFL All-Star was that for you?
For those who
Six
couldn't hear
times.
on the field, he said he was a 6-time AFL All-Star and a 2-time champion.
Comeback Player of the Year and Tiger of the Award recipient. 3-time captain. Incredible. We do have accolades up here in the top row. And over to the game. We have Dalhousie receiving first. Wind against them. Holland College kicking with the wind.
Looks like Owen McConnell and Mitch Paget are back deep for the Tigers.
And here we go, folks. This will be an exciting game.
And Kyle Cameron gets us underway. Run back by Mitch Paget, and he's got a seam. And he's all the way out to the 40-yard line. A great start for the Tigers today.
Incredible effort there by old Mitch. I think that was about 7 yards there that he dragged those Holland defenders. Great start to the game.
That's going to be a key start for Dal, because in a tight game like this, you want to establish the field position early. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 41.
41-yard line.
Caden Kwong is the back, and they give it to him. Takes it up the middle. Oh, breaks a tackle. And he gets close to a 1st down, a gain of about 6.
Incredibly talented young back there. Powerful legs, good upper body, gets rid of that towel like it's had business with him in the past.
It was quite the throw there. I think he might have a future as a quarterback. It'll be 2nd and medium for the Tigers here. Gabrielli will take the snap, and he drops back to pass. And he throws it incomplete there to Ben Coates, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. And Dal brings out the punt team.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
And you know what, Alistair? I'm not too mad about them bringing up the punt team here. We have former AFL All-Star and I think former AFL Special Teams MVP of the league back in 2021, and I think maybe 2022 as well, if I'm not mistaken. We have him punching the backfield here. I see this going at least 50 yards, probably 50 yards high as well, giving lots of time for the Dal defenders to get in place.
Oh, it is quite the boot from Oki.
Unbelievable, those long, powerful legs.
It's taken cleanly by Holland College. There's a flag on the field.
Incredible.
I think they might get Dal for no yards here, but it was a good tackle.
Great start in the special teams for Dal there.
And it appears it's the 15-yard variety.
Dalhousie penalized for no yards.
So Holland College will start from about their own 47 here.
For any of you unaware out there, you need to give 5 yards from the catcher of the punt in order not to get a penalty in that situation. So here we go with Holland.
And Holland College runs a screen pass to start, and a big hit there. Brennan Hines with a tackle. Oh. Excuse me, that was Logan Steves.
Logan Steves, incredible tackle there.
Second and 9.
Now that's the dream of a defensive lineman there. Defensive receiver not looking your way. You blazing in from the middle of the field.
And the nightmare of a receiver, let me tell you.
Looks like Dalhousie bringing a house blitz here.
Hunter Pruss is under. Oh, he's waddling around. This must be the penguin audible that we've heard so much about. Pruss drops back to pass and fires it.
Oh!
Oh, and it's caught. Mitch Spence with a catch. He stepped out of bounds, but he's got a big gain for the Holland College Hurricanes.
Now that's big for the Hurricanes here tonight. Gain that big this early on.
Wow, and they flipped the field position right away, didn't they?
I think we were seeing a little bit of push off from receiver there, but you know, refs here, we don't have the instant replay like we do up here in the booth. So not much being said there.
It'll be a first down and 10 for a Holland College around the 20 after that big gain. Pruss was with a quick throw again. Oh, and it's dropped. Kyle Cameron unable to bring that one in. He's going to want that one back, Nate.
That's an unfortunate one, and it looks like they're taking him right off. Holland might be bringing in a big unit here. I think they're going to go run game, probably big up front. Don't be surprised if we see a run here, folks.
That pains me greatly as a former receiver to hear you say they're going to run the ball on 2nd and 10. There it is. They give it.
And that's the Dalhousie
Blair.
pass rush for us. Folks, you're going to be seeing a lot out of them tonight. I think this Holland O-line is going to have a real tough time controlling those animals up front there.
Are they going to keep the offense on the field? No, here comes the field goal unit. Looked for a minute that the quarterback was trying to shoo the kicking unit away because he wanted to go for it, but Holland College is going to take the points here.
A big one to watch on the field tonight, folks, is Mr. Max Parker in number 15, all black there. I've seen him come through since 2021 of the program when he was a starting halfback as a rookie. Made his way over to linebacker and has been an all-star ever since. Watch for him on something here.
Simon Hales will attempt the kick. Oh, and it's blocked! The kick is blocked!
Blocked by the Tigers.
Logan Hillier who got in there.
Logan Hillier. He's another big name from 2021. He's an incredible player. Has really put in the work in the offseason. Added, I think, inches to those biceps. You should be looking at him out there on the field. Incredible play, incredible guy.
And after giving up a big pass early in the drive, Dal's able to stop Holland College. And now they're going to start from their own 25-yard line. Gabrielli gives it to Caden Kwong, and he's got the outside. Caden Kwong with a big gain past midfield. And he's finally brought down at the Holland College 30-yard line. Oh, Caden Kwong is playing up the crowd. What a gain.
Unbelievable, Caden Kwong. And they're taking him up after that one to get a breather. Folks, you don't know how he has earned. You don't know how tough that is. Running up the field, full speed, ball in hand, fending off defenders.
He must have gone another 20 yards there after he was first contacted.
Absolutely. Yards after catch, yak. One of the biggest stats you see in the league here today.
Brendan Hines now comes into the backfield next to Gabrielli. And Gabrielli's going to take it. He goes up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's going to set the Tigers up for a 2nd and short here.
Gabrielli on the carry, good for 7 yards.
Now, Nate, if you're a defender, what are you thinking after you've just given up more than a 50-yard run here?
What I can tell you right now is those DBs, especially here on this weak side, they're going to have no stamina left. Chasing up Caden along this sideline. Caden got to go off. They didn't get to go off, and they're still out there. So you're going to see here, number 4 on the sideline. He's going to lose to his receiver.
Oh, Gabrielli gets loose again, and he's got a Tigers first down.
Incredible.
And the Tigers are into the red zone now. It's 1st and 10 at about the 15-yard
Holland's on
line.
the carry. Good for about 15 yards. Winrow and Kemple in on the tackle.
Mistake me if I'm wrong, but I think I see Caden in there right now. And that's a dangerous duo.
First down
Dante
Tigers
Gabrielli and Cade.
on Holland College's
That's not a
10-yard
read
line.
option I'd want to defend.
And here we go, weak side. Here we
And the pass is caught
And there we
inside
are.
the 5. That was Matt Lawton on the catch.
Gabrielli's pass taken by Lawton. Good for 8 yards. Tackle made by Winrow. Second down and 2.
Now, in being to a couple of the Tigers practices this week, I've seen them practice the tush push a couple times.
The tush push.
Now, don't be surprised if they line up a couple low linemen right behind the quarterback there and help him, support him on his way through the O-line.
I mean, you've got the guy to do it. Gabrielli looks like he, maybe not the Jalen Hurts squad, but he looks like he's got a powerful lower
You know what I
half.
can tell you? Just after this.
The give is to Kwong, and he's close. And
And
it's a
that's in!
touchdown! Touchdown for Caden Kwong, and the Tigers are on the board first.
And he is pumped up.
On the 2-yard touchdown carry.
Great drive for that young man there.
Tackle made by Charette.
Now, as I was saying there, Alistair, I think number 65 here for the Dalhousie Tigers, I think he has a lot of resemblances to center Jason Kelsey for the Eagles. Great, strong young center. Same beard, same impassion for the game. I think he'd be up here in the booth with us right now with his vocal ability. Incredible young center.
Cabinet's covered attempt is good. 8:37 remaining.
The Tigers add the extra point, and it's now 7-0.
Tigers 7. Holland College Church, no score.
And to come back from that field position as well, Alistair, you know, being on the offense, how tough that would be.
What a drive. I mean, just a few minutes ago, Holland College had a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, and to get the stop right away, block the field goal, and then come right down the field, that's exactly what they need in this
That's
game.
exactly what they need. I think they're going to be buzzing after this. Look for a big hit here, folks.
Oki is ready to show off that leg again. And he kicks it away. An angled kick. Oh, and it bounces out of bounds.
Off the ref.
That's going to draw a flag. And the ref might be a little upset personally that he was hit.
I think that's the reason for the flag.
That might be, yeah.
Ball automatically goes to the 40-yard line. First down, Holland College from their 40.
So after the penalty, Holland College is going to start at the 40-yard line here.
If you didn't realize, this is a full moon. And guess what? It's Halloween.
I believe Jim Wilson is warning the crowd for werewolves tonight. The sounds that you're hearing on the broadcast are Tigers president Jim Wilson. And Pruss drops back. Oh, and he launches it deep again. Oh, and this one, Mitch Spence is unable to bring in. Well, listen, as the old adage goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix them. They went right back to it.
Incredible.
I think that might be a matchup we need to continue watching going
They'll be
forward.
watching for that now. I think they'll be bringing that 3 safety, Logan Fillier. They'll probably be bringing him over to support on that one in the future.
I mean, we're not yet halfway into the first quarter, and we've already gotten 2 deep shots to Mitch Spence.
On target, too. I think that's something to be said for the quarterback here on Holland.
2 very good balls.
Number 17, Hunter Pruss.
Pruss drops back on 2nd and 10, and he fires it over the middle, and it's caught short of the first down.
Big tackle by Aaron Brooks there.
But a nice catch there by Brian Fitzgerald. Let's see what Holland College is going to do here. It looks like the offense is coming off the field. They're not going to risk it here. They're going to punt it on 3rd and 3. What do you think of this call, Nate? Do you think this is a spot you can go for it after having just given up a big touchdown drive? You need to seize the momentum back, but now they're going to kick it away again.
They haven't proven it to themselves that they can hit anything but that long pass. I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe see a fake here, especially with number 1 coming in the game. I think he might be one of their ex-players this game.
But they do kick it away. It's quite a good kick.
Surprise the Dow Field. They got to be careful here.
Takes Owen McConnell back into his own end zone.
Get out of the end
zone.
zone.
And he's going to kneel on it to give Holland College the point. It's going to be 7-1.
Connell gives up the single. 7:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, I guess when you got a kicker with that kind of leg, it's worth it. Now they
Well,
flip the field position.
that should only happen once. You know, I think they'll now respect that leg of that kicker number there.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 from their 35.
So the Tigers will be hoping for a similar performance to their last drive here. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm turning around and giving it to Caden Kwong here. He's shown me nothing to disprove the theory that he's going to carry the game for you.
And you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing I formation with extra blockers up front. This is absolutely a run. And there we go.
Caden Kwong takes it, and he gets a nice gain there of about 5 yards.
Tough man to tackle. You know, I think that's another at least 3 or 4 yards after contact.
You got to think that those hits are going to add up over the course of the game.
I do, but you know what? I think we have number 30, Brennan Hines.
I'm speaking rather for the defense. If you got to tackle Caden Kwong over and over again, my goodness.
That's a tough one, but you know, these linebackers, they live off that. Speaking as a linebacker myself, it's reps add up. Against a big bruising back, though, you could be right, but I think it just might make these backs thirstier.
Gabrielli drops back, and he throws it to, just over the reach of Colton Allen.
Gabrielli's pass.
Bringing up 3rd down, about 4 to go. Not going to
bring
risk
out the
it.
punt team here.
It got brisk here tonight, didn't it, Officer? It's a beautiful day, but
Beautiful day, but once that sun goes down in October.
Yeah.
Oki is back deep to punt it here. And he,
close.
Holland College almost got there, but he gets it away. A nice
5
high
yards
kick.
and get to him.
Oof.
There we go.
Breaking some tackles there.
Redray on the return.
And it was number 88 there for Holland College. Folks, I won't try to pronounce that name, but it was a very good return. Aromo Iroritere. In any event, it was a good return.
I think it's the thought that counts. We'll go talk to them at half. We'll go through an interview at half, see if we can get some of these names down.
We'll see if we can get our on-field correspondent to get some clarification.
Absolutely, Mr. Jack Underhill, on-field correspondent.
Hunter Press takes the snap here, and it's a quick throw. Oh, there's a flag in the backfield. But Kyle Cameron gets to the edge. Oh, and that was a bit late. But there's no flag on the sideline here. Although there is a flag in the background.
Lucky there. Number 22 here. We've got Nathan Johnston. That's a risky play to be tossing him so far out of bounds there.
Well, we'll see what the flag is here. I think it's going to be a roughing the passer, which is going to give Holland College an automatic first down. Some Holland College fans here are asking for a face mask, but I don't think the ref can hear them.
Hey, you know what? I don't think he'd change his mind even if he could.
I've tried to get the ref to change their mind. They're generally not very receptive when you tell them how to do their job.
No, not very nice.
Especially when they've already given you a 15-yard penalty on that play. Holland College is going to start 1st and 10 from the Dalhousie 50-yard line here.
High snap.
gives it to Dre Blair, who gets to the outside. Oh, and he breaks some tackles, and he's got a big gain. There's another flag
on the field.
We'll see if this one's going to be coming back. This one looks like it's going to be a hold. And I think this one's coming back.
Lucky break for Dalhousie there. With some of the edge contain. Could use some work, but if I know Coach Freddie Diab, I know he won't let that slip. He'll get the right guy in there, and hopefully we'll see the edge contain come right back. And look at this.
10 yard penalty, holding. And make it first down repeated, 1st and 20.
So it's going to be 1st and 20 now. Holland College is back in their own end.
Look out for a weak side toss here.
Cross drops back. Fires it over the middle. Oh, and the ball's out in the air, and it's intercepted!
Interception, number 37.
Intercepted by Jude Patterson. And the Tigers
Big
get
energy.
another big stop.
Way to go, Tigers. Animated crowd here, especially in front of the booth.
Well, it's Halloween Eve, full moon, Nate. Crazy things are going to happen tonight. And what a swing that was from a pass that looked like it might have been caught for a first down. Gets bobbled, the old tip drill. And when you're surrounded by 3 defenders, you don't want to be popping the ball in the air like that.
I can tell you, we practice that every night. Every night they practice that. And it paid off here.
So the Tigers will get another chance here from their own 45. Gabrielli takes the snap, and it's a quick pitch out. And getting a nice gain there is Brennan Hines.
It looks about 8 or 9. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 8.
Close to a first down.
Gabrielli's pass complete to Hines. Tackle made by
2nd and 3. What do you think, Alistair? Are they going right back to him?
See, if it were me, you throw the fade to the wideout, and then you come back on 3rd down with something more conservative. But that's speaking as a guy who likes to catch
from a
fades.
wideout.
See, I like Colton Allen on a quick out here. He's getting some
One-on-one on number
space.
27 here.
Colton Allen is on the near side, number 4.
Bringing out quads.
But they hand it,
and he's
and
got
it's a first down. And that's why I'm not an offensive coordinator, Nate.
Hines on the carry. Good for a Tiger first down.
Movement from the Tigers here tonight.
This combination of Caden Kwong and Brendan Hines is paying some dividends for the Tigers so far.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, Caden Kwong comes back into the game here. It's a fake from Gabrielli, and he's scrambling around back there.
Get rid of it.
Oh, Gabrielli is taken down for a big loss there.
Need to get rid of that ball. You know what, Alistair? This looks like a wide receiver's dream. I think if this was you out there, you'd be running at least 30 yards deep, expecting to pass right up the sideline.
I was running 30 yards deep every play because they didn't trust me to go over the middle because I would have either gotten hit very hard or fumbled the ball.
And I'm sorry for that, me and my fellow linebacker brethren. Not too nice.
I tried to stay away from you lot for the most part. It's going to be 2nd and a Walmart parking lot here for Dalhousie. Gabrielli drops back, and he's going to throw it long. Ooh, and that one is intercepted. Connor Winrow on the pick. Oh, and there's a flag that comes out, but it's going to be Holland College ball here. We'll check the flag, but it seemed in the area of holding.
You know, we call that one a punt.
That was essentially a punt.
Which, you know, decent field positioning. And here comes the defensive unit.
Oh, and the ref appears to be responding to the crowd after all. He didn't appreciate his judgment being questioned there.
That is never a good move by a ref. You never talk to the stands.
I think Jim Wilson may be queuing up 3 blind mice here to play across the PA system after that one. And the penalty was on Dow after all. So Holland College here is going to start from around the 50.
Loaded backfield here for Holland. They're going to run this right up the middle.
Pruss indeed does give it, but a
And
quick
there-
tackle from the Tigers there. Their defensive line, Nate, you called it early on.
Defensive
They've been
line.
excellent.
It's you know, well-trained, well-coached unit. I think we can expect a lot out of them.
And that's going to bring up a 2nd and long here for Holland College.
Incredible playlist here by Jim, isn't it?
He's got the themed playlist going on here. 2nd and 12 here. Pruss is dropped back, and he's
For
oh,
6.
and the pass is dropped. Mitch Spence.
Right
So
through
after
his
a very
fingers.
promising start for the Holland College passing offense, things have gone a bit stale with some receiver drops, and Holland College is going to have to punt it again.
3rd down.
And if we look over here in the backfield, we see those returners backing up.
They've
you know.
learned their lesson.
They respect that right leg of the punter here.
I believe it's Simon Hales, the
Mr.
backup
number
quarterback,
14, Simon Hales. if I'm
who's
not
got the
mistaken.
cannon of a leg.
Now that's a genetic lesson for this guy. Can't have an arm, can't have a leg.
Absolutely. He's just got a strong right side in general, it appears. Oh, it is the left after all, and he uncorks another bomb. This time, Owen McConnell brings it in, and
Dangerous returner here. He's going to do well. He loves this sideline.
Oh!
And there he is.
And a nice return there, out past the 30-yard line. It's going to give Dal some good starting field position here.
And so, Alistair, if you don't remember, number 5 there, Owen McConnell, he gave Holland nightmares the last time they came down to Halifax to play them here. Multiple 10-plus yard punt returns. Absolutely dicing up the special teams unit here for Holland College. We might be seeing a little bit out of him tonight. He's not the biggest guy, but he is quick and he is tough to get a hold of. Could be a difference maker.
First down here for Gabrielli and the Tigers offense. Takes the snap and gives it to Kwong, who bounces it out to the left side. And he's brought down for a short gain. Another flag.
Penalty on the play.
Dal is indicating that it's on Holland College. But in fairness, I always did that when there was a flag out, so maybe we'll wait for the call.
You can't trust a coach.
That's why number 4 Colton Allen isn't the one wearing the zebra stripes. It appears to be an unnecessary roughness hit to the head.
Against
if I'm
Holland
not
College,
mistaken,
moving
which
that
is
up.
going to give Dalhousie a first down.
15 yards ahead.
Holland College penalized for unnecessary roughness. Will be Dalhousie first down.
So with under a minute here in the first quarter, Dal's going to get a first down at their own 47-yard line. Up 7-1. Gabrielli takes the snap and gives it
a bit of
again.
fake in the backfield.
And
Well
Hines
done
with
by
a nice
Brennan.
gain there. Gets close to a first down.
And I think that's the last play we're going to see in this first half. This first quarter, sorry.
Campbell in on the tackle.
Second and 5 for the Tigers here, and the give again is to Hines. And he's taken down right around the marker. This is going to be a close one.
I'm
It's
gonna
going to
say that's
depend
a
on where they
first.
spotted. Oh, and the ref is signaling for a first down. No measurement necessary.
And you know what? That was the last play of the first quarter. Leave it to a defensive guy to have no idea about offensive strategy.
Campbell in on the tackle. The end of the first quarter, the Dalhousie Tigers 7, Holland College 1.
So Nate, it was a very strong start for the Dow Tigers. They got a big stop on defense on the first drive that Holland College had, and then they went right down the field and scored. What do they need to do to refocus here after what's been a bit of a helter-skelter second half to that first quarter?
You know what? I think they're looking pretty good offensively, and I think they have a good rotation of running backs. I think if they keep going through them, there's not much of a solution that Holland has at least shown thus far against the Dow running game.
They just need to stay away from the penalties on offense and stay away from the big losses, and I think they just keep on turning around and giving it to 18 and 30, and they'll lead them to a win. Gabrielli rolls out to the right. Oh, and he's got Colton Allen wide open, and Colton Allen makes a catch for the first down.
Possession catch, you know, that's a safe one.
Complete to Allen.
That's the first catch of the game by Colton Allen, who was an all-star this past season in the Atlantic Football League.
You and your stats, Alistair. You know them well.
I don't claim to be an intelligent man, Nate, but I can count to one. It is one of my few skills. Gabrielli drops back again here, and he's looking for Colton Allen once again, and he makes another catch. A good catch on the slant there.
Now, folks, you might be seeing the Dalhousie dance squad here right in front of you. I'm sure they don't mean to be blocking the game.
Some might say the game is blocking them.
You know, I think that might be the main attraction, absolutely.
It's going to be second and short for the Tigers here. Gabrielli takes the snap, fakes it, and he takes it up the middle. He's got a big gain.
Let's go.
Gabrielli breaks it to the left side, and he's in for a touchdown. Dante Gabrielli with a big run.
Three-tiered running attack. You know, we were only calling out number 18 and 30 there. We forgot about number 7.
Well, that's one of the benefits of having a dual-threat quarterback. Gabrielli's been running the ball well for the Tigers, and he showed it again there.
And with Oki coming up in the field, we're looking to make it 14-1 for Dalhousie here in the second quarter.
This is exactly the kind of start they want in a game like this that they can't afford to lose.
Strong start, strong showing right off the start. Physical team. Let's see if Oki makes this.
Oh, and flags fly before Oki gets the chance to kick this one. It's going to be offside on the Tigers.
It's on AO Live. AO.live. Get that one.
So it'll move the Tigers back a bit. But Oki's still got plenty of leg for this one, doesn't he?
I've seen Oki make rouges. And to the folks at home who don't know, that's when off a kickoff, if you kick that from your own 45 out the back end of the far side of the field, you get 1 point. I've seen Oki do that multiple times. I think he's got more than enough leg to put this in. Over in Le Marchand window over there, some poor red student might be getting a Halloween surprise.
Well, I think everybody that's in that res is here watching the game today, so.
I think he just sent that over the fence. Not sure if our camera crew here caught that, but I don't know if that ball's retrievable.
That's going to be a bit inconvenient given that's a construction zone. I wonder if we have the clearance to go in and get it. I think that might just belong.
I've got a hard hat at home. You know what? We can do that. Expensive balls too. That's that might be an expense for the Dalhousie football team here.
For the folks who don't know at home, the site behind where Oki just deposited that football is where there will be the new Dalhousie hockey rink. So it's a good spot to build on top of a successful extra point football.
Absolutely. You know what? Bury your new hockey rink right on top of what was a 1 point for this Dalhousie football team. I think that's good luck for hopefully the next 100 years of Dalhousie hockey.
I sure would want to play hockey on top of that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And as if he hasn't given us enough excitement, Oki is going to kick it off again here.
Strutting around on that 35-yard line here. We're expecting a lot out of Oki.
Boom! And another big kick for Oki. It's brought in around the Holland College 10.
Oh, 17. Great
Flags
play.
fly.
Great play.
Ooh.
Number 17 there, Will DeCourcy, Ireland, DB. Came flying in down there, broke down at about the 30, and made the stop on the returner there. Or at least stopped him up for the next tackles to come in. That was a textbook play by a defensive player.
We'll check the flag here. Appears to be on Dalhousie.
Was that called off?
I think they may have called that off, or it was...
Looks as though the umpire called that one off.
Yeah. First and 10 here for the Hurricanes on their own 34. Some motion in the backfield. And Pruss takes the snap, rolls to the right, and it's a quick
Christian
throw
Riley.
there. Oh, and the
there
Tigers
he
do a great
is.
job rallying to the ball there to tackle Wolf Sim. Boy, that was a short game there, but I would nominate him for the all-name team. Wolf Sim.
Wolf's all-name team. If only that was a thing here in the AFL.
If not, we should make it one. He's got my vote.
That's a money-making idea, Alistair, if I've ever heard of one.
It's going to be a 2nd and long here for the Hurricanes. If I'm Dal, I'm watching out for that long pass.
Watch out for a blitz here.
And the throw from Pruss is complete.
With the quick
Just
tackle
short.
by the Dalhousie team. I think that was number 22 there, Nathan Johnson, coming and flying like a bullet.
And that
he plays rough.
That was a friend of the program, Wolf Sim, once again making the catch there.
At least friend of the booth up here.
But he's taken down just short of the first down line. And as there's an injury here to the Holland College offensive lineman, they've got a second to contemplate what they're going to do here. 3rd and short. You're down 2 touchdowns.
And it looks like number 17's coming off here. I think this will be a punt. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to go for it here. He's talking to the coach. Game planning.
I think you have to. Down 14. If you kick it back to Dal and they continue to run it down the field like they've been doing, and this goes to 21-1 going into half.
Risky game, though.
It's going to be a tough way back for Holland College.
Dalhousie's already blocked a kick of some sort at one point already, so... Number 73 there, Andy Wilson. Our hearts out to him. Never easy. (17) Hunter Pruss staying in the game. What do you think we're going to see here, Alistair?
3rd and short. They haven't gotten a lot going on the ground so far. The only way that they've moved the ball really so far was that long pass to Spence at the beginning.
I think we're going to see something along the flats.
3rd and short. I think that would be a good idea.
Absolutely.
The Dal DBs are giving a nice cushion to the receivers here. Pruss takes the snap.
And pass to the weak side.
And there it is. He goes deep again to Spence. Oh, and Spence can't bring it in.
No
it looked
PI.
like he had a step. The pass was a bit behind, but Spence could not bring it in.
A couple words from number 6 to the ref there. He is not happy about no call there.
I think he should be not happy about the fact that he didn't catch the ball, but Dal's going to come back out on the field.
I don't think he's happy with that at all.
Listen, I've been there. You drop it, and you turn around, and you get upset with the ref.
It's the only way out, isn't it? Now, see, that's what I was talking about there. Risking that 3rd down. Is at the 45-yard line here. They're just about. Far riskier play, honestly. Giving Dal ball back here.
And they only needed 3 yards. But here Dal goes again. Gabrielli with the give. And that's a nice gain from Hines. He's going to get about 5.
Hines on the carry.
That's a great way That's a
That's
great
all
way
they
to run
need.
an offense. You stay ahead of the chains. You give the ball to your 2-star running backs for gains of 5 on first down. And it set them up for success in this game, hasn't it?
That sounds like the Dalhousie way. I think every year that I've played for this team, we were a run game first. I mean, you might not like to hear that, but that's how it felt, at least as a linebacker doing the tackling.
One thing I know for sure is 2nd and 5 is much easier than 2nd and 10. Oh!
Never go to number 6.
And it's a reverse.
Ben Coates.
And
he
Coates
is
is
making
down
yards.
the sideline, and he's got a big gain. That was some nifty play design there.
Shouts out to Andre, Coach Andre Gogan there. Great run game.
And that's,
Great run game.
that's exactly the kind of pass that you want to give to your first-year quarterback. It's a nice, easy play, and it's going to go down as a forward pass. But it's a simple play. He's good with his legs. He's got the threat. Holland College is afraid he's going to run all by them like he did on the last drive, and then you flip it to the receiver coming across, and you get a big gain.
There's
Terrific
a number
play
of weapons
design.
here, you know. Holland just doesn't have a solution for all the weapons that Dal has. They can go any which way. They've got about 4 guys right now who are hot.
It's another handoff to Hines there, and he's got a short gain for Dow. Once again, you keep getting these positive gains on first down, and it sets you up for success.
What do you see that? 6-yard line, 7?
Gabrielli and Kwong in the backfield. Gabrielli takes the snap, and he's looking outside. Oh! And it's unable to bring in the catch there is Matt Lawton. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. And the field goal team's going to come on.
Oki's chance to sign.
I think he just wants to put another ball in the parking lot, Nate.
I think this one's a little bit closer, isn't it? I think he's really going to... I envy the gentleman over there in the hard hat who picks up these balls on Monday morning. Those are going to go on eBay for thousands, if I'm not mistaken.
And the kick is up, and it
And
is
it's
good with a flag on the field. Colton Allen is signaling that it's against Holland College.
I think he might be saying it's on himself. A little bit of discussion here from the refs.
The Tigers are coming off the field. It's going to be against Dow.
Unnecessary roughness charged against Dalhousie.
But they're coming off the field, so I imagine that the flag was after the play.
But we've got the quarterback on the field here. I don't think that's going to be added to the kickoff. I don't even know if that's going to be counted.
We might need to get some clarification from the refs here as Holland College's offense is on the field. The points have not been added to the scoreboard.
The field goal is good.
Oh, and there it is. The field goal is good. And the flag was after the play. So it's going to be Dow 17, Holland College 1. And Holland College will get a nice start here with their field position. Press over
Pass
the
across
middle,
the
and
middle.
it's incomplete there. He was looking for Aaron McCardle, but it was just out of his reach. Second and 10 here for Holland, and what's a fairly critical down is they need to put some points on the board before halftime. Pruss takes the snap, And he's looking. Oh, and that's a phenomenal catch made there.
Just the tackle.
Brian Fitzgerald with a beautiful catch. And he zigzags around for a first down.
Great catch by
That's exactly what they needed there, isn't
That
it?
is, and you know what? They're looking for a flag there. Seems like it might have been a late hit by Mr. Sam Deering.
But in any event, it's a first down for Holland College.
Patterson in on the tackle for Tigers. First down, Holland College.
Pruss changing the play at the
Watch
line.
for a quick pass here. They know the blitz is coming.
Takes the snap. And he gets it out quick, and it's behind his
by
intended
6 again.
receiver, Mitch Spence, and unable to connect again. Boy, Mitch Spence had a terrific start to the game with that beautiful long catch and run, but since then it's been a bit more difficult for him to get his hands on some of these balls.
Well, Alistair, I mean, you as a receiver might be able to speak to that. You drop one, and you might drop a couple more. You know, it's the jitters gets you, right?
Well, the worst thing you can do is think about it when the ball's in the air. And once you start dropping a couple, then that ball seems like it takes forever to get to you. And you think, am I going to drop this ball? And in my case, often the answer was yes. Pruss takes the snap again. Deep drop, and he fires it over the middle. And unable to make the catch is Zach Toner. Boy, I think these Holland College receivers are going to need to spit on their gloves or make some adjustments here. It's been tough sledding for the Holland College receivers.
You know, Alistair, I think this comes back to us saying earlier, it's getting mighty cold here. It's a nippy night. You know, you see that in the receivers, the hands getting a little numb, can't catch the pass as much. I think we might see a couple more runs here.
Back deep for the Tigers.
3rd and 10.
And Simon Hales with another big punt. And that one was caught there by Mitch Paget.
Good job. Good job for him keeping that out of the red zone for Dalhousie.
Well, anytime Hales is punting the ball,
You got to watch out.
you're doing a great job to not concede a rouge. Oh, and there's a Holland College player down on the field.
I think I might have seen 13 there, Zach Toner. Could be mistaken. Hearts go out to him.
We get it. We've been there.
We know how hard it is to be under pressure.
People are watching you and holding you accountable.
We know what it's like to be called out.
Expectations are set, and it's hard to even show up.
Whatever you do, don't let your guard down.
In these moments, we challenge you to rise up.
It's okay to crush a water.
Keep it social.
And it's another give here, and a big gain down the right
Way to
sideline.
go.
Boy, that Tigers running game just keeps on churning out yards. Caden Kwong with a big first down run.
No surprise there. He's having a hell of a night.
Carry.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers here from their own 43-yard line. And it's an inside pitch there. And another big gain. It's Ben Coates breaking tackles. And he's got another first down for the Tigers. There is a flag. There is a flag. And this one, unfortunately, is going to be coming back.
It appears to be going back. There is a flag on the play.
But the flag notwithstanding, Nate, there's been some absolutely terrific plays here called by the Dalhousie Tigers to give their quarterback a chance to make good, easy plays, use his legs, give the ball to the running backs, and it's been working phenomenally so far.
Absolutely. And, you know, there's a sigh of relief here from the Holland side, but I can promise you those defenders, at least physically, aren't feeling that. They're feeling the bruises from the last play. They're going to be tired.
Repeat, first down, 1st and 20.
It's going to be 1st and long here for the Tigers after they were taken back 10 yards for that hold.
Big front here from Holland. I think we might expect a blitz here on the weak side.
And it's a quick throw for Gabrielli out to Colton Allen, who breaks a tackle and gets a short gain on the play. Holland College is upset that they didn't get a flag there. It's going to be 2nd and about 15 here. That's Colton Allen's 3rd catch of the first half so far. Boy, I hear those number 4 receivers for Dow are quite excellent.
What do we have? We have Colton Allen, and the next one I can think of, what was that, back in 2015? Roger Gillis?
Rings a bell.
Rings a bell. He was incredible. Yeah, no one in between there. Not that I can imagine.
Gabrielli takes the snap and drops back to pass. It's a middle screen
What
here
a
for
catch.
Huang, and he's got a first down for the Tigers and more.
Incredible.
Over midfield.
Oh, it steps over the defender.
And he lets the Holland College defender
Gotta
know
be
about
careful
it.
there. These refs are not taking any liberties tonight. That might be a that might be a penalty next time.
He might be hearing about the league from that one on Monday. Might be getting a fine in the mail.
Reception good for 20 yards and the Dalhousie first down.
What a conversion that was from the holding call that brought back the big gain. 1st and 20, and they get the first down again.
Just
Seems
like
like
I was
nothing
saying.
can stop this Tigers offense
Absolutely.
right now.
You know, and Holland's been out there for a while. They're going to be gassed. And Dal's just buzzing.
Gabrielli with
Here we
another
go.
throw over the middle,
12.
and a great catch made there by Ethan Lord. Cuts back, and Ethan Lord is inside the 10.
Can he make
No,
it?
no, he fumbled! And the ball goes
Out
out of
Barrio.
the end zone. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a touchback for Holland College.
You know what? Incredible play there by the defender. Going for the ball from behind there, that is the proper move from the defensive standpoint.
Oh, that's a devastating play there for Ethan Lord, who made a spectacular catch and a terrific run after the catch. The refs are discussing it, but it looked to me from this point in the booth like it went out the back. But the Dow sideline is hollering for a touchdown. Let's see the call here.
Doesn't look it.
And I believe there the ref has called a fumble out of the end zone, which, for those who don't know at home, if you fumble out of the sideline, you retain possession. But if you fumble it out through the end zone and you touch the ball last, which Holland College appears to have done, then they get to take the ball. So an unfortunate break there for Dallas. They were about to put a 3rd touchdown on the board.
That's a big one. That could be a momentum shift.
And that's
We'll see what
exactly
we do
what
here.
Holland College needed. If
Exactly
they
what
went
they
down
need.
24-1, that would have been a long road back in the
We'll see
second
what
half.
happens here.
It's going to be critical here, Nate, for Dow's defense to get a stop and make sure that that play doesn't turn into a big momentum shift in this game.
I think as long as they can keep the pass contained, it won't be a problem for them.
Pruss takes the snap, and it's
Quick
a quick
pass.
pass out there. Caught, but a nice tackle made there.
Daniel Forbes able to get around both blockers there and make the tackle, only for a couple yards.
It's going to be a 2nd and about 6 here for Holland College.
Forbes in on the tackle for down. Gain of 5.
So just under 4 minutes left here. Holland College is going to take the ball here, 2nd and 6. Pruss is barking out signals. And the blitz is
here by
on.
the linebackers. And Yassine
with a big sack there.
Incredible. And there we go again. And gets knocked down by his own player on the celebration. You know, sometimes you just give it your all on the play, and you don't got much to give on the celebration. Yassine there, props to him. And props to this pass rush unit. Incredible showing tonight, bringing them to 3rd down.
His name's so nice, they did it twice. Go Yassine!
And that's going to bring up another chance for us to witness the greatness of Simon Hales, who's going to uncork another punt here.
Might be an announcer favorite tonight.
Look how far back the Dow returns are. I don't know that I've ever seen that in this league before. This punt is a little shorter. Unfortunately, I may have jinxed him. But it's taken there by Paget. And he's got a nice return before a big hit there by Holland College.
But right back up.
Your Tigers have some good field position. Duval was in on the tackle for Holland College. Dalhousie 1st and 10 from Holland College, 43.
So 3 minutes here. Dal surely will be looking to make this a 3-possession game going into halftime. Gabrielli takes the snap and he's looking to pass. Finds his man out there. It's Ben Coates again.
Big night. Again, you know, Dal's got about 4 or 5 guys that they can go to consistently. Holland has no idea how to defend that. Great dynamic offense here by Dale.
And I hate to sound like a broken record here, but once again, 2nd and short. It's exactly what Dow needs. Now the run game is in play if they want it, but the pass game has been working very well tonight. So Holland College is going to have a tough time defending this play here. Gabrielli drops back to pass, and the blitz is on, and he gets out.
Let's go.
Scrambles around the left side, and Gabrielli is going to have the first down. Lowers the shoulder.
Pumps up the crowd. And that's a great one. You know, you love to see that from your starting quarterback. Able to lay the shoulder.
What a phenomenal job there. I think the offensive coordinator might be worried about his quarterback taking hits there, but when he delivers punishment like that, it's hard to argue with results.
I think we have a rookie here. You know, young guy. He's going to be resilient. He's going to be able to stay in there for the whole game.
Great job by him. The Holland College brought pressure there, and he was able to see it and got out of there and got the first down.
And the crowd here at Dalhousie is pumped.
Two and a half minutes left here, and Dow's going to have 1st and 10 from about the Holland College 30. The give is to Kwong again, and he's got a nice seam inside. That's going to be a good gain for Caden Kwong, close to a first down.
I'm seeing 8 or 9. Incredible. I think, also, you might get your wish here. A little short pass for a wide receiver. Maybe by the name of number 4.
9 on the play. 2nd and 1 Tigers.
Second and 2 for the Tigers here. Gabrielli takes the snap, fakes it to Kwong, and gets outside, able to break a tackle. Oh, and a phenomenal job by Gabrielli to avoid about 3 or 4 defenders and get the first down. This kid is a star.
He is bringing the heart to his team right now. That sideline is pumped up.
but when your quarterback is able to make throws, get out of the pocket, deliver blows, that's a quarterback you want to play
If
for.
you have confidence in your quarterback, I think you can do anything as a team.
First and 10 here for the Tigers. Gabrielli takes the snap, and it's a quick throw outside. Running back inside there and getting tackled is Ben Coates. That's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play.
Coates on the reception. Excuse me, but he moves to Ida hit into the tackle. A loss of 7 on the play.
So it's going to be a second and long here.
Receivers green.
And a timeout is called by Dalhousie. They want to talk about this one before the second and 16. Now, Nate, are you going for the first down here? It's quite a long way, 16 yards. Or are you just trying to get some yards to make this a more comfortable kick for Oki?
This would be about a 35-yarder for Oki. And I think that's about 90% consistency for him. I don't think there's any concerns here as to Oki's ability. I think this is get it in and get it in now.
That's what I like to hear. And as we've got a break in the action here, I would like to introduce our sponsor for today's game, Raymond James.
You know, I think props should be given to this replay system we have here. I don't think we've had that in years past, and this is an incredible look for Dalhousie.
Second and 15 Tigers.
Second and long here for the Tigers. Oh, and the snap is low. Gabrielli gets on it. He's running around. Oh, and he throws it away. We'll see what the call is here. There's a flag on the play.
We have a flag on the
There might be a hint of intentional grounding. Colton Allen, once again, is in the refs here, saying that it was to him.
True law school student and captain. That's exactly why you bring one of them on the team.
Exactly. Hopefully he can use those advocacy skills he's learned to convince the refs to not give us a flag here.
And let's see how he does.
Does appear not very well, Nate, because the flag has been called. And now this has made the kick quite tricky.
You can't win them all, you know.
Do you punt it here to make it a 17-point game, 3 scores? Or do you go for the field goal?
I think we're going to see the punt unit here.
It appears it's going to be a punt. I think that's the right call.
I do too, you know. Risking that 50-yard field goal at this point of the game, not much sense to it.
So Oki's going to try to get a single point here. And it's a good punt from Oki.
As long as it doesn't go to the sideline. Good catch, good
Caught,
catch.
and he stepped out of bounds.
And again, Dalhousie managing to avoid the after the whistle contact flag. You know, they're managing to beat up on the Holland College team without many of the flags associated with what you normally see there, which is a great strategy, especially defensively. You know, keep these guys bruised, keep them afraid of contact, and that's how you win a football game.
Absolutely. It's going to be a first down for the Hurricanes inside their own 5. With just over a minute left, do you just play this safe, try to not take the safety here and run out the clock and go into halftime?
I think they might. You know, as a defender, this is the dream scenario for me. This is exactly the kind of place where you see defensive touchdowns within the 10-yard line in the offensive zone. I think it might even be probable that we see, if Holland does go for any kind of play, we could see a defensive touchdown here.
Pruss takes the snap from inside his own end zone. And he gets out, and makes a nice flip there. And getting out of bounds to stop the clock is Wolf Simp once again.
Good tackle.
Oh,
by
and
Max
another
Parker.
flag flies there late. Both teams are indicating that it's on the other team.
Preston's pass is complete.
As is standard, I would imagine.
Holland has a first down on their 19-yard line.
It appears this one's going to be on the Tigers. It's going to move Holland College up a little bit. Now does the strategy change here?
You're gonna see them hit this weak side here, number 6. This
Spence,
matchup.
they've been throwing that deep ball all game.
I think you might see that here again. It's been a good matchup for them. A little bit of trickery in the backfield.
Pruss takes the snap, and he's looking that way. He's got Spence on the sideline, who gets out of bounds to stop the clock, just short of the first down. That only took 5 seconds off the clock.
Preston's pass complete to Spence.
Great time management, great coaching there. A little bit of a change-up from the Holland College offense here. I think I see a couple speedsters coming in. We're going to see some deep passes in the near future.
That's what they need at this stage, I think.
Gain of 9 on the play.
It's going to be second and very short here for Holland College. Pruss takes the snap and throws it quickly. It's caught out there. That's Kyle Cameron. Oh. And Kyle Cameron has the first down, but there are flags on the play. It looked like an illegal block, but we'll wait on the call.
Props to Nathan Johnson there, getting right back up, right back into the play.
Preston's pass complete to Cameron.
Yeah, never see it, folks.
So that one's going to be coming back. Oh, Spence is arguing his case that it was shoulder to shoulder, but I think when he sees the replay, he might see it differently.
Let's invite him up here.
Go ahead. Penalties have been the story of this drive. They gave Holland College a chance for points, and now it seems that they've possibly taken away that chance.
Holland College penalized for unnecessary roughness. First down is gained though.
You know what, Alistair? I don't think that's much of a penalty for them. They've been rolling with the ball, and they're back to first down now. We'll see what they do.
Pruss finds his man again and getting out of bounds.
Weak side there. It's going to be dangerous.
I believe that was Aaron McCardle on the catch there for about 6.
Following on the reception.
Oh boy, after all that difficulty in the first 2 quarters for Holland College to move the ball through the air, with the exception of that long pass to Spence, now on this drive they're completing balls left and right.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of adversity. You know, their backs to the wall here against their own end zone. Less than a minute left in the half. You know, they're trying to get into the locker room with at least a little bit of momentum to come into this second half buzzing.
Pruss drops back, and again over the middle, and it's dropped there by Purcell.
Preston's pass goes incomplete, intended for more.
You know what? It seems like Holland's kind of found their game here late in the half. These short passes, especially these quick outs. You know, 2-3 yards to the sideline.
It'll be something to watch for in the second half.
Yep.
And they'll need a lot of it, down by 2 touchdowns and 2-point conversions.
Let's see if Dal can do anything with this punt here. 40 seconds left. I don't imagine taking many offensive plays here. But might be a chance here on the punt return, although Holland College's special teams defensive unit has been doing pretty well tonight. Big hits, big punts.
Hales kicks this one away.
Oh,
and once
my
again,
God.
it is a great kick. Takes a bounce, a Dalhousie bounce, and rolls out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Well, Nate, I just asked you this question, but I'll ask it in reverse. 30 seconds here. Does Dal try to push it to get points, or do they just call some safe plays?
I don't think so.
take
They're
it
not
to
going
half?
to bruise up their guys for the half. They'll run what? One run play and then run out the half.
I think that's probably the smart play. But who knows, the way Dal's running game been going, that one play might get busted for 50 yards.
49-yard line.
I hope so.
Gabrielli in the pistol here. And he's looking to pass. Doesn't like what he sees and he runs. Gets taken down for a short gain. Smart play. You don't want to force the ball at the end of the half. That could potentially turn into points.
Second and 8.
And it appears that a timeout was called as the clock is stopped at 24 seconds. Oh, and the clock's begun to run again. Second and 8. Gabrielli throws it long, and he's got his man, and it's caught out there. Ethan Lord with another big catch.
Yeah, that's redemption for him there, you know. Had that surefire touchdown knocked out of his hands back there for the touchback, which led to a great drive by Holland. He needed to make that catch, and he knew that his position was on the line on that one.
One more good gain here, and they're easily within field goal range. They still have a timeout left, Dalhousie.
10 seconds.
Gabrielli looks outside, and it's incomplete. 7 seconds left here.
Bringing out Mr. Caden Kwong. They're going to be going for this one. 7 seconds left. What do you think? They get one quick play to the sidelines and then go for the field goal?
Well, with a timeout, I think you could go just a quick pass anywhere. You know that Oki's got a big leg. Just get something here. Get a slant or a stop. Something to get you about 5 or 6 yards. Make this an easier field goal attempt. And in the worst case, you can kick it out the back for 1 point. But you need to get some yards here. Gabrielli drops back.
Here comes
Got to
Caden
get it
from
out
the
quick. Gabrielli's going to run. He's got to get out of bounds here. And
Absolutely.
the
What an
clock
effort.
has hit zeros. We'll see if the refs put any time on the clock. It did appear that he may have stepped out of bounds with some time left. But the refs have called
And
an
that's
end
half.
to the half. And we'll
Great
go into
athletic
half.
performance. Great athletic performance there by number 7, but maybe just not the clock awareness there.
It's always tough to keep track of that clock in your head. You're trying to get some yards. But in any event, a great first half for not only him, but the rest of the Dow Tigers offense and defense, and they lead 17-1 going into the half.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we'll see you back here in about 14 minutes, 48 seconds.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Before you head out, make a plan to get home safe. Call a friend, a taxi, an Uber, or take public transit. Cheers to those who make responsible choices.
You can save $10 at Irving with Hometown Rewards. Download the Hometown Rewards app and sign up with your Air Miles card to get all these rewards and more from Irving.
Red Bull gives you wings.
competition for something really special. So, there isn't much competition here tonight, but I'd like to really hear some great support. So let's hear it for Cookie.
I'm a duck.
You big bird.
Big duck.
Okay. So are you two a group? Okay. So is there anybody else that wants to go in competition for the group? Going once, going twice. Come on. Oh, Angus. Okay. We also have the best tiger competition too. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a group, two tigers? A group? Oh, do you know what a group of tigers is called? An ambush! All right, so let's hear it for the duck and the cookie monster. Mr. VP Finance, give me the money. All right, and you are? You're a Dalhousie skeleton. And he escaped from the lab just a few minutes ago. I didn't forget about you, honey. Don't worry, we'll get to you. All right, let's hear it for the Dalhousie skeleton. All right. And this special lady's name is? Zena. And Zena, show us your Dalhousie University. Turn around, show your tail. See, she's a tiger. All right, so let's hear it for the best little girl with the first name Z. Zena, you just won a Dalhousie tiger ponytail holder, custom made just for you. Thank you. Now I want to hear your biggest Dalhousie tiger roar, okay? All right. So here is $100 cash. That's all your money. There you go. Thank you. And here's the group prize of $200. All right. And up next is Dalhousie Chair.
You guys are having fun with it, which is what matters, right? Some commentators aren't as.
Are you doing this for AOTV or are you doing it for Jim?
It's going to AOTV or AO Live. Technically, Jim and I like own all the equipment, so we're just using them as like where the stream's going to. So.
But this whole operation, it's like you and Jim.
Yeah. He like decided this year that he wanted to buy his own shit, so we went into it together. So here we are. Yeah.
Are you still a student here?
Oh god, no, I went to NSCC for this stuff. I do carpentry during the day. What do you guys do? You guys went here, right?
This guy's big shot lawyer downtown.
So, you're the guy to call? If I decide to break bad?
He's not going to be able to defend himself once we get a couple of complaints about tonight.
What do you do?
Supply chain stuff down to the shipyard in Irving.
Oh, okay, cool. Fun stuff. Sometimes. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll do it again. Keep letting them know. Shut it down to the audience's throat.
Yeah, we get paid every time I say it, right?
What?
We get paid every time I say it, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, the costume contest is over and we are ready to get underway here for the second half. Nate, you've been in that locker room with Coach Dave Kelly. The Tigers are obviously ahead 2 touchdowns in what is a very important game. What is he saying to his guys to keep them focused and make sure that they close this out in the second half?
You know, I think it's a normal one, especially amongst Dave Kelly. Stay away from the penalties. That's going to be the big one. But, you know, for them, they're fairly consistent, both on offense and on defense, and there's many things they're doing right. I think they're going to say, just try to hone it down, you know, stay out of your feelings, stay within the playbook, and just keep doing what you're doing. You know, these running backs are tearing it up, and that pass rush unit on the defense is doing the exact same on the other side of the ball. I think Dow's looking good coming into this half, but we did see a bit of momentum from Holland there. What do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, I think the key for Holland College is they're going to need to get the pass game going. The run game, like you mentioned at the beginning of the game, it's tough to run against this Dow front. The pass game, Pruss has had a good game. He's not completed a lot of balls, but he's delivered some good passes. I think that he might have been telling his guys, his receivers in the locker room, listen, I'm giving you good balls. You need to start making catches, because at the end of the second half, or at the end of the second quarter there, we started to see some balls getting caught there, but we're going to need to see a lot more of that. For my money, there have been far too many drops by Holland College, and they're a capable team. They're able to turn this around, but if they're going to want to get back in this game, their receivers are going to need to start stepping up and making some plays.
Absolutely. You know, I think we did see some promising play on that final drive there. You know, they got into the rhythm of these short passes, going up to the sideline, picking up a couple yards after the catch.
And once you get the pass game going, that'll open up possibilities with the run.
Absolutely. You have those linebackers dropping back.
But right now, they're not giving Dow a whole lot to have to defend in the run game, so it's easy for them to key in on these receivers. If they'll get a chance.
Like Oki. Sorry to cut you off there, Mr. Alistair. What do you have to say?
They're going to get a chance here, first possession, and they need to go down and score some points here. If they have to kick the ball back to Dow, and Dow's got a chance to build on the 16-point lead, it's going to be tough. It's tough for them to come back. It's a long way back from 16 points, and an even longer way back from further than that. And the opening kick there is returned to about the 35-yard line. Good opening kick there from Oki, and Holland College will start with it with good field position.
Beautiful kick by Oki, and, you know, a good tough run there by the returner. Managed to beat through a couple Dow contacts. It's a good start. Eromo Eroritie, if I'm saying that name correctly.
I
think
don't think
that's
you are.
Holland College, first down on their 35-yard line.
Thank you for the honesty.
First and 10 from the 35 here. Hunter Pruss will take the snap, fakes it, and throws it out there to Brian Fitzgerald, who gets a block which looked to be a potential hold, but it was not called. And Fitzgerald is down near the first down mark. It's exactly what we were talking about. What Dal did so well in the first half there was they stayed ahead of the chains, and that's what Holland College failed at doing. And now Holland College, first play, gain of 8, great start for them.
They are doing well. Yeah, good block there by the receiver. Good tackle there by number 37, Jude Patterson. But we're going to have to see a lot more out of them coming downfield and, really preventing that. That's an 8-yard play. That's a big one for Holland College.
Second and short here for the Hurricanes. And the snap is fumbled, but there's some flags on the field. Holland College indicating that it's against the Tigers. Oh, but it appears that it's going to be on Holland College. They're backing up. And right away, Holland College does a great job to gain 8 yards on first down to give themselves a manageable second down, and immediately they commit a penalty, and now they're moving backwards.
Thanks for the play-by-play there, Alistair. I actually missed that one talking to our on-field analytics team. Could you give a rundown on that one while we watch this replay here?
There appears to be some confusion as to who this penalty is against. It is, after all, it's against Dal. There was some movement before the play, and I believe there was a question as to who was it that jumped first, but in the end, it's against Dal. So it's a first down for Holland College.
It'll be first down, Holland College.
And, that's exactly what I'm talking about. These penalties, that's costly. That's one play run and about 15 yards and about 7 effortless yards there for Holland. So they'll take that.
First and 10 here for the Tigers as the crowd starts to get loud. Holland College.
Post blitz by the Dalhousie.
And Pruss throws it over the middle, and it's caught there. And Mitch Spence is going to walk in. Boy, that is a dream start for Holland College the second half with not 2 minutes gone off the clock, and Mitch Spence again is deep in the Tigers secondary.
Alistair, that is indeed 6 points for Holland College. That's all we have to say about that.
Well, if nothing else, that's going to make this an interesting second half. It looks like Holland College is lining up to kick. That's a curious decision from Holland College. But I guess, what does the book say? At this point, we're still very early in the second half. But do you go for 2 here to make this a 1-score game?
I mean, you'd have to. You bring this to a 9 or an 8-point game. 9-point game, sorry, with the extra touchback they had in the beginning. But that'd be 2 opportunities, assuming they get another touchdown, to actually get the league, assuming they get both. You got to take every chance you get if you're Holland at this point. And for the folks at home who are unaware, maybe uninitiated, at the end of a touchdown there, Holland College has the opportunity to either kick for 1 point or go for a second try into the end zone, which would award 2 points, which would have potentially brought them up to 9 points, 17-9. But as it stands now, they settle for the kick, 17-8. And we'll need another 9 points to bring it in. So,
and unfortunately for Holland College, there's no 9-point touchdown, so they're going to need to score twice. But with this much time still on the clock, I think they imagine they're going to play the long game, assume that both teams are going to score a bit more, and just take the points when you're given them.
Curious play for sure.
And now on the Dalhousie side of the field, the momentum is starting to move a bit. With the way that second half ended there, Holland College started to complete some balls, move the ball a little bit down the field on offense, and then they come down and they score immediately.
And you know what? One poor defensive showing by the Dal defense doesn't mean much for the offense. This is the kind of momentum that they need.
Big return!
Absolutely.
It's Mitch Paget who injects some life into the Dal sideline with that return. Dal's going to get some great starting field position here from around the 43-yard line. Boy, that's exactly what they needed there.
Exactly what they needed.
First down, Tigers on their 43-yard line.
And we've got Dalhousie superstar Caden Kwong out there right now. You expecting to see a lot out of him right here?
I would expect in the second half we're going to see a lot of runs from Kwong, Gabrielli, and Hines just to work this clock a bit, conserve the lead. And it's been a terrific strategy for them so far. Here they give it again to Kwong, who breaks some tackles, and he's out near the first down.
I'd say that's about 9 yards, 6, 7, or even 8 of which were after contact.
Boy,
that's a
he's
rough
some player.
back. That's a tough back. Rough one to bring down.
And another second and short here. Second and short. Are you expecting to see the same thing here, Nate?
Alistair, you know, I'm always rooting for you receivers. I think you've got a great strategy there. Give it a try to the receivers. Earn it back on third down if needed.
The Gabrielli run, and Holland College is ready for it, and they bring him down for no gain. Dow's going to have a decision to make here, 3rd and 2. Great job by the Holland College defense there to make a stop. And Dow's going to bring out the punt team, which I think is the right decision at this point.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. Holland College, they're doing well right now. They're hot. You don't want to give it to them. They're on potentially on the 45, 50-yard line there.
Don't want to do them any favors here. Make them earn that touchdown if they're going to drive down again here. So Oki is back deep to punt it away.
We've got a very old actor behind us here, folks. I'm sorry for any interruption we might hear on the mic side.
Oh, and the ball goes out of bounds there.
Kavanaugh's punt goes out of bounds.
All in all, not a bad kick. Holland College is going to start with the ball around the 26-yard line.
Very old actor behind us here. Even here,
if we could turn the car around here, I believe what we're seeing back here is a LaFerrari. They've even got it in red.
Even 20 feet up here in the booth. And it's able to get through the soundproofing that we have on the back windows.
Boy, that kitty can purr, let me tell you. So after the long touchdown, Holland College has it back on offense again here. Cross takes the snap, fakes it, and once again they're going to their man, Spence, who splits some defenders, and he gets near a first down. That seems to be the way here. They're finding number 6.
You know what? I think the Holland receivers at least have found their stride with the blocking of the DBs there. They had 2 men there right out on defense, but they weren't able to get to the ball carrier just because of some great blocking skills by the wide receivers on Holland's side. Dell's going to have to fight around those blocks, get the inside guy inside, get the outside guy also inside, push it out to the sideline, and let the free safety come clean that play up.
Second and short here for Holland College, and it's a give to Dre Blair, who stopped for a short gain. We'll
Logan
see
Steves, great tackle on number 1 there. And you know, after a bit of trickery there in the backfield, that's some good recognition.
3rd down here for Holland College, and it appears they're bringing out the punt team. I think it's very tempting to go for it on 3rd and short at this point in the game, but from inside their own 40,
can't give
a bit of a risk.
Can't give Dow a chance. Great showing by the Dow defense there. Maybe could have been a little bit better on the first down, but that second down, Dow swept up.
Once again, folks, it is Simon Hales out here to kick it away. Oh, and it's a fake! And Dow does a good job to stop him for a short gain, and I don't think he got it. The ref is indicating that they did not get it. The snap went to Purcell, but he was not able to get outside and get the first down.
Captain Logan Hillier in on that tackle there. You know, kept his eyes open, was sniffing out for that fake play. That's an all-star player. That's an all-star guy. He's doing incredibly well.
Now, I know we're up here in the booth, Nate, but it's hard for me not to question the decision there from Holland College. You've got an offense which has been passing the ball well in the last quarter, and on 3rd and short, instead of finding again Mitch Page or another one of the receivers, they run a fake. It's an interesting decision there, and it doesn't pay off for Holland. Here's another pass outside by Gabrielli. And Ben Coates with his 5th catch of the game.
That's a big gain. That's
Has
a
enough
big
there
gain.
for a first down.
And you know, Alistair, to speak on that fake punt play earlier, I think they were practicing that all week. That special teams coach was just itching to get that play off. How could they not? And you know, they can't keep the quarterback in the backfield there. And do they have any other passes? Not that we've seen. Got to go for the run, and it just didn't work out for them.
Dow's going to get it now from inside the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Gabrielli takes the snap, gives it to Kwong, gets a short gain up the middle, a nice tackle there by Mathis Blaise. It's going to be 2nd and medium for the Tigers.
Looks to have been about 4 or 5 yards. That's all the Tigers need. You know, short, tough run game. I think if they can hammer that in a couple more times.
Keep letting this clock run down.
5-yard gain on
Even
the
this
play.
early in the 3rd quarter, you know, it's imperative.
2nd and 5 Tigers.
Kwong in the backfield here, and Gabrielli looks outside. It's
good
caught
catch.
out there. Matt
And there
Lawton
he
is
is.
in the end zone for a touchdown. A great play after the catch there by Matt Lawton, and am I mistaken, or did I just see him do a flip in the end zone?
He's known for his backflips. Athletic guy.
Lawton on the play. 15-yarder.
And the Tigers cash in on the decision by Holland College to go for it on 3rd down with the fake punt. And now Oki is going to try to kick it here to make it a 24-8 ball game.
Bad place to be in for Holland.
All that work in the beginning of the 3rd quarter undone.
Ooh.
And the kick is low, but it's good there by Oki. And it's once again a 16-point game.
Yeah, the next point after is good.
Who likes chips? Chip toss.
Oh, and Jim Wilson appears to be giving out chips. And this humble commentator may be sticking out his hand.
Wait up here. And folks, you'll be happy to hear Mr. Chauhan got his bag of chips.
And it's a regular Old Dutch. That, to be honest, Nate, isn't that the best flavor? I didn't want any of this ketchup nonsense.
Reminds me of Halloween back in 06. Thank you, Alistair. Folks, if you hear any disturbance on the mic here, it's just Alistair's crunching. No need to be concerned.
I can confirm that the chips are delicious. And this commentator is very grateful to have received a bag.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Oki is going to kick it away here. Back deep for Holland College is our favorite receiver, number 88. And it's number 4 who gets it, Parker Orr. He breaks outside. And Parker Orr runs out of bounds around the 35-yard line. A good return there from the Holland College
return.
DB.
You know, a little bit of confusion there as to who's going to catch it. Not great communication on the Holland receivers end. But they managed to salvage something from it.
Parker Orr saw his chance and he took it. And to good effect.
Holland College, 1st and 10 from their 35.
I'll take one of those if you don't mind.
First and 10
for
here
the,
for the
for
Tigers.
the Holland Hurricanes.
Or for the Holland College
We got
Hurricanes.
which team was played.
Sorry, I'm a bit discombobulated from all these chips. The pass is caught there. Josh Celso, I believe, makes the catch on the screen pass. Takes it up for a nice gain. Oh, and he's got up and kept running. He doesn't think that he was down. But the refs, unfortunately, are the ones who make the decision.
You know what? You gotta do that. If you don't hear the whistle and you don't think you're down, you gotta plead your case. In this case, he did, and you know he could have gotten lucky with the refs not calling the whistle, but you gotta take that chance every time.
That was Mitch Spence on the catch there. Mitch Spence is having quite the second half so far. couple of drops in the first quarter after that big catch, but he's turned it around, to his credit.
You know, he's obviously their wide receiver #1. They've definitely got trust in him, and you'll be seeing a lot more of him out of this game.
I think if Holland College is going to do anything in the second half to try to come back, it's going to go through number 6.
Let's see what he puts on here.
First down from the 49 for Holland College here. Pruss drops back, and he's going deep here, but it's a bit out of the reach of Brian Fitzgerald. And there's a bit of funny business after the play here. The Dow DBs are not taking that too kindly.
And you know, that's a smart, disciplined young man there in Logan Hillier. He was definitely frustrated by that play, but not getting up and retaliating, because that definitely would have pulled the flag. That's a disciplined defense run by another great coach over on Dalhousie, Rob Wilson. He's been around for the program for as long as you and I have known, and he's been incredible both on the player side and on the coach's side.
I believe in 2015 he was the Dow MVP. Kicker, defensive back.
Special teams MVP?
No, team MVP.
Team MVP. Unbelievable. Rob Wilson, congrats.
And it's another deep pass here. Oh, and that one.
I think he actually might have dropped that one and put a foot into it, what we call a punt.
Fitzgerald and Pruss did not appear to be on the same page there. And it's going to be a 3rd and 10 here. Holland College is going to have to punt this one away. And Holland College has left the offense out on the field for this one, which at this stage in the game, I think they may need to. 3rd and 10 here. Oh, my apologies. They did bring the punt team on in the end, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be on Holland College.
Looks just to be a false start by Holland College there. They'll move them back a little bit.
Holland's going to be penalized 5 yards. Third down.
A lot of respect here from the Dow returners.
Simon Hales with another thunderous punt. Caught there by McConnell. He's trying to get outside, but he won't be able to do it. Holland College brings him down right around the 25-yard line. And another chance here for Dow to run down the clock and salt away this game.
And you know what? Every play, every field position, they've been dangerous. I think, you know, you can't count them out on any one of these drives. And I think this drive especially, there's a feeling they're going to do something.
Well, when you've got number 7 in the backfield and number 18 behind him, it's easy to feel confident about this offense.
First and Tigers from their 26.
Gabrielli takes the snap and he gives it to Kwong. And Kwong once again with a great job on first down, dragging tacklers near the first down line.
Good for a first down.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Tigers here at the 36. As we tick under 6 minutes in this third quarter. It's another handoff to Kwong. Some difficulty with the exchange, but he gets it. And once again with a great gain on first down. Nate, they just can't stop gaining big yards on first down.
That's a great problem to have, Alistair, I'll tell you that. And that's just got to be
gain of 6.
Terrible for the defense here. You know, if there's a run game that the offense is established and you just can't stop that, at any point on the defense, whether you're defensive lineman, linebacker, defensive back, you're getting worn down every play. You're running through the ball, you're taking bruises. It can't be good for team morale.
2nd and short here for Dow, and it's a keep from Gabrielli. And a good play there by the Holland College defense, and I think he's going to be a few yards short of the first down.
Maybe 2 on the play, third
And the
down.
punt team comes out for Dalhousie.
Conservative play by Dalhousie, which I think is the right call at this point. You don't need to take any risks. You just need to maintain.
And the way that the run game's been going, I can't fault them for running it on
No
2nd and 4 there. Parker Orr and Eromo Irori Terrarie are back deep for Holland College. And Oki with a good punt there.
Beautiful. The arcs he has
And
on
there's
that.
some confusion on the catch, and looks like Holland College dove on it, but it's going to be no yard. Well, there's Dallas saying that they have the ball, but I believe there's a
don't
flag
believe
on
so.
it. It's going to be no yards against
Two
Dal.
flags on the field, a little bit of unrest up here in the stands. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of Dallas' favor on offense here.
Now, Nate, you played a lot of special teams in your day. Dal is celebrating like it's their ball. But if it's no yards, even if Holland College has muffed the ball, it stays with Holland College. Is that correct?
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. You know, Dow, every time it's even a toss-up, if it's 99 to 1%, you got to put your hand up there and say it's your ball. You got to do everything you can do to show the ref that it is your ball, because you know anything could happen.
But it's difficult with that laundry on the field to argue that it wasn't no yards.
Those socks don't lie.
Dalhousie penalized for no yards.
This is no yards of the 5-yard variety. So Holland College will start 1st and 10 from their 33-yard line. Still down 2 scores, but needing to move the ball here. Pruss with a throw out, and it's caught. Wolf Sim on the catch, and he's dragging defenders near the first down. Some of the Holland College fans are applauding the blocking efforts of number 3 there.
Pruss's pass complete to Sim.
It's going to be 2nd and short for Holland College here.
2nd and 1.
We're going to see a run. Oh, no, maybe not.
That was offside. We've got some refs up here in the stands as well, and they correctly identified that as an offside. Boy, the penalties are just killing Holland College's momentum on these offensive drives, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, it's a tough one to get by. It's just 3 yards for the opposite team, and it's got to be infuriating their coaches.
5 yards. Legal procedure.
It's going to be a 2nd and 6 now for Holland College.
2nd and 6, Holland College.
Riling up the fans here in the stands. Number 15, Mr. Max Parker.
Now, I've seen him in the gym. He can lift quite a lot of weights.
He is a big, strong linebacker, and he has made a lot of progression over his 3 years at Dalhousie.
Pruss finds Kyle Cameron in some space on the right side there, and he's got enough for the first down. This Holland College passing attack has really shown some glimpses, but they need to be able to do it more consistently if they're going to come back in this game.
You know what? I think that's the key. It's these short passes, and that's the most easily to replicate. You know, and if they can put that together, the Dow team could be in trouble. You know, these cornerbacks aren't coming downhill quick enough.
First and 10 for Holland College from the 45-yard line here. Cameron in motion. And boy, they came close to another offside there. And again, the pass is through the hands of his intended receiver. That was Wolf Sim there.
Pruss's pass intended for Sim goes incomplete.
Holland College has been sputtering on offense, but it's hard to blame the quarterback, Pruss. He's delivered some great balls in this game.
Absolutely. You know, he's a tough guy.
Second and 10 now for Holland College. Pruss puts it over the middle, and Wolfson this time makes the catch, and it's a nice gain for Holland College into the Dalhousie Tigers half.
That's what they needed, and that's what they're looking for, establishing the pass game.
Boy, when they execute, it looks quite simple. Great throw, great catch, and a gain of about 20.
A little bit of confusion here on the Dal defense.
And Holland College is going quick here. But now they're going to slow it down and get a call from the sideline. Pruss takes the snap.
Drops back, side pass.
And that one was dangerous.
Just dropped there.
Nearly intercepted there by Carl Heidemann. We haven't seen a lot of errant throws from Pruss so far this game, but I think that might have been one of his most dangerous throws of the game. Going to be 2nd and 10 for Holland College here.
We'll be looking for another big pass play here. Looks like you got a little bit of support here on the weak side for number 6, but he's going to be looking that way.
He's looking that way. Oh, but he fires it to the sideline again to
White.
Wolf Smith,
Great
but it's
coverage.
incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that's another great young third-year player.
Oh, and I'm shocked to see the punt team come out here. On the plus side of the field, down by 2 touchdowns with just over 15 minutes left. And they're going to punt it away. I know they've got a great punter, but he can't get them 16 points.
You know what? I don't think you give that leg enough credit. 16 rouges in just over 16 minutes of play. I think that's never been done, but could be possible tonight.
And I think maybe if he puts it in the construction zone, they might give him a couple extra ones here.
I certainly would.
Hales on the punt. This time they do kick it away, and it's another beauty of a kick to the sideline. Oh! And it goes out the back for a rouge. There you go. 1 down, 15 to go.
You know what? I just knew it. That's a great leg he's got on him there. 15 more to go, and you know what? I think he's got it in him.
Holland's punt goes for a single.
So it's not 24-9, which does have some implications in this game, because now, while it is still 2 touchdowns, Holland College only needs 1 2-point conversion. Dalhousie will get the ball here on their own 35-yard line. Gabrielli with the keeper, and he gets outside, breaks some tackles, and gets a nice gain of about 5 yards there.
Took a big hit there, managed to stay on his feet, but you know, you can't be subjecting your quarterback to too much of that. He's already taken a little bit of brutality this game so far. I think they'll be handing it off to the running backs in the next couple plays at least.
I think the offensive coordinator's getting a bit worried there when he sees his quarterback getting ganged on by 6 of the Holland College defenders.
Absolutely. But you know who always took that punishment and no one ever worried? Over there, former league offensive MVP, Chris Duplessis. Unbelievable quarterback for Dalhousie. Dare I say best
And the
all-time.
pass is completed across the middle. That's Ben Coates. Another catch for Ben Coates. He is having quite a game today, and he gets the Tigers first down to midfield.
Gabrielli's pass. Good for a Tiger first down.
That's a great momentum builder, you know. Get out of the run game, put a pass in, keep them on their toes.
This is going to be the final play of the third quarter here. It's a give and a short gain here to Brennan Hines. Now, in the Holland College defense's credit, they have gone in and made some adjustments to this run game in the first half, because at halftime, because in the first half, it seemed like Dalhousie was doing whatever they wanted to on the ground, but they're having a bit more trouble so far in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, if you know the run's coming, you can do a little bit more to stop it. And I think that in that first half, they had no idea of the power of the running attack that Dalhousie could yield. I think, having that expectation coming in the second half, it definitely helps them, but there's only so much you can do against a robust running game like this.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the game. Jim Wilson has begun to regale the crowd here at Wickwire Field with his rendition of Sweet Caroline. Now, Nate, based on this performance, do you think that Jim Wilson has a future in singing?
You know what?
As the pass goes incomplete.
Gabriele's pass goes incomplete.
No, you know what? I can't spin this any other way. I'm sorry, Jim. He's doing well on the sideline here, bringing up the crowd, but I don't think Taylor Swift has anything to worry about.
But it's not for lack of trying, because he's been singing this
Not
song
at all
for
for
many
lack
years.
of trying. He's been, you know what, ever since I came in 2017, he has been yodeling on the sideline like no one else I've ever heard.
I think there's actually some question as to who wrote the song.
Sweet Caroline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? When was that written?
Whenever Jim Wilson felt like the Tigers need to get a win, I think. It's going to be a 3rd and long here, and Oki is going to kick it away.
Just after a little bit of Dalhousie football lore here.
Back deep for Holland College are Brian Fitzgerald and Parker Orr. Oki with a short punt down the right sideline. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be good starting field position here for Holland College, who are in desperate need of some points here.
Are in desperate need of some good field position.
Deep in their own end.
It's about that time of the game, Nate. It's put up or shut up time, as they say for Holland College. They've been having some good drives, having some good plays so far in the 3rd quarter. But aside from that one long touchdown to Spence, they haven't really threatened.
On their 25.
You know what? They do have to put something together. And at this point in the game, contrary to my comments earlier, I don't think they can rely on their punter. I think 15 points from a punter is just too much.
In one quarter.
In one quarter at this
Tough
stage
ask.
of the game. Not for a lack of trying.
Pruss takes the snap, and their flags fly again as the pass was caught by Wolf Sim. But there was a pre-snap penalty here. I believe this one is going to be coming back. The ref is giving a lesson to number 11, Kyle Cameron, in how to line up, it appears. So I believe he would have been offside.
You know, sometimes late in the season you forget those things. It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now for the Holland College Hurricanes. Pruss throws it. Another dangerous pass there. His intended receiver there was Brian Fitzgerald. But Nathan Johnson was in the area.
Just couldn't get off him quite quick enough, you know. That ball was thrown before he came out of his break and just didn't look like he could get around quite quick enough to get it in his hands.
So a big 2nd and 15 here for Holland College as they try to make this a one-score game. Pruss fires it over the middle, and the pass is nearly intercepted there. I believe that was Logan Hillier who got his hands on the ball.
You know what? That's a defensive special there. That was, I think, my signature move back in the day, tackling and dropping passes.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's an incomplete pass. He didn't get up with the confidence of throwing up the incomplete pass sign, but I think he could have. Big second down stop there for the Tigers.
You gotta really sell it. But you know, Logan Hillier, I think you'll have those opportunities again. If not in this game, then in the next, hopefully against Fredericton.
So Nate, we may be getting our wish here to see the punter again. It's Simon Hales back deep. He's got a leg, but I'm not sure he's got a leg to get the Marouge on this one. But he certainly will try. Another great kick from him. Bounces around midfield. And it's picked up there by Owen McConnell, who zigzags and gets about 4 yards on that return. And Dow's going to take over here on the plus side of the field.
What do you think about this field position here, Alistair?
Great for Dow because they're only 2 points away from making this a 3-score game, and at this point I think that might wrap it up. So they can get a few first downs here, run this clock down inside 10 minutes, and then kick a field goal, or even just get the Rouge, and I think they'll be in a great spot.
Absolutely. But you know what? It hasn't been seen before in the AFL. I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the finals last year up at UMB Fredericton, Dow came back from a 3-score deficit.
They did.
Within 10 or 12 minutes in the last quarter. So it's been seen before and it can be done. Dow's got to stay on their toes.
A gain of about 5 there.
5 yards.
Looks like zone coverage from Holland College over here. Defenses are not good at hiding their play calls.
Caden Kwong is in the backfield flanking Gabrielli, who takes the snap. Looks to the slot, and it's caught out there once again. Ben Coates, and he's got the first down. Boy, Ben Coates is just having a terrific game today.
Coates on the Gabrielli reception. Good for first. Campbell in on the tackle.
First and 10 here for the Tigers from the 41-yard line. And it's a jet sweep. Ben Coates finds the outside, and he's got a big gain there. First down, Tigers.
Delayed handoff there. Absolutely had the front 7 on Holland. Confused and confuddled. That's a move I haven't seen before, but it worked out well for Dalhousie.
Well, when they're expecting number 18 coming down their throats, it's very easy to sneak Coates out there into the flat.
No doubt. And again, coming back to that multiple weapons on this Dalhousie offense.
So it's another first down here for Dow. And they're getting close to Oki's field goal range here. And it's a deep pass, and he's got his man.
Absolutely.
It's Ethan Lord.
And it's his redemption.
Ethan Lord with his 3rd long catch of the game. And Dow puts up another touchdown. A terrific pass there, and Ethan Lord found a soft spot in the defense.
You know what? He had so much time to throw that. He took his time, and somehow number 12 there was just wide open. Ethan Lord, great catch, great touchdown. Redemption from the touchback earlier, but great efforts all around.
Oki is on for the extra point, and it is good. Ladies and gentlemen, he has put it in the parking lot again.
Not the parking lot, the construction zone.
For those keeping track at home, that is now 2 that he's put in there. He's going to put Dow football out of business at this rate.
This is an all-time game by the feet users of either team here. It's the punters, the kickers. We've got a show off.
So now the lead grows to 22 points for Dow.
Tough to come back from that one.
If you're Holland College here, what do you do? 10 minutes left on the clock. You're down by 22. You've had a hard time moving the ball aside from a few big plays to number 6, Spence.
You know what? Season in the balance. You can't not give it everything you've got here. It's you know, we're gonna see a lot coming out of them from this drive here. If we don't, I think that's probably the end of the night, if not already.
Oki is going to restart us here. with a great kick. Oh my goodness, it's deep in the end zone. Holland College is chasing it back there, but they pick it up and run it out of the end zone to save the Rouge. Oh, but a great tackle down there. It's Owen Hamilton White. And Holland College is going to have tough starting field position here. A long way to go here.
Absolutely. Great game last week by Owen Hamilton White, and he's just following it up here. You know, good young player, brought up by now defensive coordinator Pat Mpwanga, who back in the day was a linebacker coach. Unbelievable coach, and I think he's really one of the stalwarts for this Dalhousie defense here. Pat's leadership is unmatched. Props out to you, Pat.
You're the Holland College offensive coordinator here. You've got to think that he's dialing up something deep to Spence here.
Absolutely, and you know, we're seeing one-on-one and not much secondary support here on the weak side.
Offside!
And
he goes the other way, and it's intercepted. It was Daniel Forbes there.
And Dalhousie ball, Dalhousie ball.
And a big turnover there from the Dal defense.
I think
Forbes on the Dalhousie interception.
Number 10 there seems to think that might not have been a catch, might have hit the ground, but the ref seems to think otherwise.
Are we going to be going to the booth here, Nate? I don't think I see the challenge flag from the Holland College coach, but is it forthcoming?
I think we can bring them all the way over here, climb up the ladder up to this booth we have here, and
oh my God!
4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 1, 0, 6.
They've announced the 50-50 winner here at the field, and unfortunately,
one number off.
neither of the commentators have won. There's a short gain there for, I believe it was Ben Coates. And the winner has been identified of the 50-50. Folks, that woman just received a life-changing amount of money. I believe that was 2 10s. Time to quit your job. I think there's a nice villa in Tuscany with her name on it.
Here's the pass.
And it is intercepted in the end zone there. It was Logan Strobridge there on the interception.
Holland College will take over on the
And it's been a very clean game for Gabrielli so far. I think we just saw his first mistake.
You know what, you get antsy there near the end zone, end of the game. You just want to put stats on the board. Can't be faulted, but I think Dal's going to go a little bit more conservative from here on out to run this clock down.
So Holland College has been given another chance here, although they have a long way to go, down 22 points. Pruss with a long pass, and it's batted in the air and almost intercepted. Another dangerous pass there from Pruss.
Just bounced right off his helmet there. Not much a defender can do.
Some spooky things are happening here, Nate, in the fourth quarter. The full moon is out, and the quarterbacks seem to be throwing it to anybody who's wanting to catch the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Hurricanes. Pruss looking deep, and again he throws it into coverage, and it's incomplete.
Jude
Dangerous
Patterson
throw there
Great
from Pruss.
knockdown.
Threw it into double coverage, but he was looking for his man Spence.
Good defensive play by Patterson.
And on 2nd down too, you'd think they go for first down on that play, but I guess you got to just make chunk plays at this point.
And the punt team comes back out for Holland College. Kick is away. This time it's not as deep. But it's picked up there. No yard. I believe there's a flag for no yards on the field. Oh, some pushing and shoving and another flag.
Yeah, you know what? You can expect that at this point in the game. Things get a little bit chippy.
Holland College is starting to see their season slip away from them.
But that's, you know what, that's never the answer. The emotions sometimes get the best of you, but you got to stay disciplined if you're going to put 15 roosters in the back of the end zone.
I believe, Nate, they now need 22.
I'm sorry.
So I think it was possible before, but now, really, I think the Rouge strategy might be out of reach. The refs are still sorting this one out. Neither team seems to have any indication of who this personal foul is going to be against. It is on Holland College, so they're going to be backed up. The penalty is announced to some applause from the Tigers crowd, which has remained quite a strong contingent. A strong late October crowd here for Dal Tigers. First and 10 here, around the Holland College 29-yard line. Gabrielli with the give to Hines there for a minimal gain.
Hines on the carry.
But importantly, the clock keeps running.
Clock is ticking.
Holtz on the tackle for the Hurricanes.
Gabrielli drops back to pass, and the blitz is on again. Oh! And they dialed up a great play to run the screen behind the blitz, but they couldn't complete the pass.
Good play there from the defensive player, able to recognize when that pass is coming out, jump up, and get at least a little bit of a touch on it.
So it looks like they're going to line up for a field goal here, if I'm not mistaken. Our first chance to really see the leg of Oki here. This is going to be a 35-yard field goal attempt for the Tigers here. Colton Allen on the hold, and it's a fake. Colton Allen rolls out and he throws it downfield, and it's caught down there. Luke Smith caught it, and we'll see where they spot it.
Allen goes complete.
Close to the first down line.
I think I'm going to have to bring out the sticks on this one.
They are going to bring out the sticks. And it appears that they are just short. It's a very close measurement.
You know what? You got to appreciate the tenacity of the Dow guys pointing for it to be their ball while 20 yards away. Eagle-eyed and just hungry.
Well, that's part of the reason why they've been such a successful football team in the past few years, is they all have great vision. Unfortunately, that didn't help them in this case, as the ref spotted the ball just short of the first down. So while the fake field goal seemed to be a success, it was a bit too far to go, and Holland College is going to take over.
You know what? They got the completion there. That's one they can add to their arsenal next week against Fredericton, assuming we don't see 22 points on the Rouge.
And we need to give a shout out to Luke Smith, the defensive lineman who made that catch. While he was short of the first down, you got to think that's a defensive lineman's dream.
Absolutely. You know what? Luke's been yearning for that one. I'm glad he finally got it. What a great player too. You know, absolute incredible guy in the locker room, hype man, and has made many plays in his day.
Pruss with a deep shot there, and it's almost intercepted again. Boy, Pruss has really started forcing the ball down into coverage. I guess at this stage of the game, it's necessary, but some of these balls are almost picked off.
Fitzgerald goes incomplete. Second down.
After the incomplete pass, it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Holland College around their own 18-yard line. 6 minutes remain. Pruss takes the snap. Deep drop, and he fires it to the flat, but it's incomplete. He was looking there again for Wolf Sim. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Again, great effort there on the pass rush. Getting in the quarterback's face led to the pass being a little bit too high. Incomplete pass, and here we go with the punt.
And the crowd is starting to feel it. They can tell that only 5 minutes and 39 seconds stand between Dal and another championship game appearance.
And you know what? I'm seeing these returners give at least 60, 65 yards of depth here on this punter. That's a lot of respect for his legs.
And the punt here is a bit short, and it's going to go out of bounds in the Tigers bench around the 35-yard line.
Howard's punt comes out of bounds.
The refs have spotted the ball at the 38-yard line, and that's where Dow's going to take over here.
Great looks for the Dow offense.
It appears we've got some new faces in the game here. That looks like Noah Glover under center there. The handoff is to Hines, and he's got a short gain on first down.
I think we might get an opportunity to see what Noah has in that cannon of an arm right now.
Boy, this is a great time of the game for the Dow starters. They did their job, and now they can sit there and watch the younger guys and the backups take reps, knowing that they did enough to get their team to win.
It's a good feeling. You know what? I'm excited to see what these guys can do. I think there's a lot of potential.
Glover takes the snap, and he's looking deep, but a bit of a miscommunication there.
Glover's pass goes incomplete.
Looks like he was looking for Ben Coates.
Big blitz there from the Holland defense. I don't think much can be said on the Dow offensive side.
Oki comes back out here for this punt. Back deep for the Hurricanes are Brian Fitzgerald and Parker Orr.
low snap, but it's gathered in by Oki, and he kicks it away. It's going to go out of bounds.
Kavanaugh's punt goes out of bounds.
Around the 20-yard line, and that's where Holland College is going to take over.
First down, Holland on their 16-yard line.
And the pass is incomplete there. They found some space, but they were unable to complete the ball. And there's a flag on the field.
I think the Tigers may have lined up offside.
Coach Emeritus Rick Rivers thinks that Dow was offside, and he's right.
Now,
It's gonna be a
Alistair,
first down.
please explain for me and the fans at home, Coach Emeritus, what do you think that means?
Something in Latin, I imagine. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but I don't speak Latin.
Emeritus, emeritus. I'm not sure of the definition either, but...
Well, when I first started playing, he was my receivers coach, and he taught me how to block. That being said, I never learned how to block, but he tried. Passes across the middle, and it's incomplete. They were going there for Wolf Sim.
Goes incomplete.
And another unintentional pass breakup by Logan Hillier there. Maybe a little bit less of the tackling drills for him. Maybe a little bit more in the receiver room.
It's going to be 2nd and 5 here for the Hurricanes. Just over 3 minutes remain in this one. It appears we have a timeout on the field. Dow wants to talk this one over before the 2nd and 5. Oh, and we're seeing some speed from the Holland College water distributor there. And folks, look at the acceleration from number 27 there, who takes the water bottles off the field. I think we got to get him in the game. That might be the missing ingredient for this Holland College offense.
That was 40 yards in 4.5 seconds at most. That's impressive.
And as we come out of the timeout, it's 2nd and 5 for Holland College. Pruss takes the snap and gets it out there quick, and it's caught there. It's Kyle Cameron who gets to the sideline.
Great effort there by Will DeCourcy, Ireland. Getting around the blocker, getting outside, pushing the tackler or the ball carrier outside, and also making a nice tackle right around the hips. That's textbook. Way to go, Rob Wilson. Way to go, Will.
First down, Holland on their 30-yard line.
Loaded backfield here. Maybe a little bit of confusion on the Holland offense side. Seems as though their energy isn't quite as much as it used to be.
There's the ball completed there, and once again, it's Mitch Spence who gets a first down for Holland College there.
2:28 left in the fourth quarter.
Or pardon me, I believe that was Brian Fitzgerald who made the catch.
Cross's pass complete. Good for a first down.
And Pruss's pass goes incomplete there. His intended receiver was Aaron McCardle. Good coverage on the play.
Press's pass goes incomplete to McCardle. Second and 10.
So Alistair, just before we get into this play here, let the fans at home know about the implications of a win here on the Dalhousie side.
So this game counted as you mentioned earlier in the game, and the pass is completed there for about 6 yards. Oh, the ball comes out, and Dal gets on it. That was Dane Walkarius who jumped on the football there. And it's going to be a first down for the Tigers. But to answer your question, Nate, if Dal's able to hold on for the win here, it'll qualify them for the championship game. And in the new format of the Atlantic Football League, where only 2 teams make the finals, it will eliminate Holland College from the playoffs. Now, their spot in the finals and whether they get the first seed or the second seed is still up for grabs. And it will depend on the result of next week's game between UMB Fredericton and Holland College, which will take place in Charlottetown. If Holland College is able to upset Fredericton in that game, the championship game will happen right here at Wickwire Field. But if Fredericton is able to hold on for the win, then Dow will be traveling to Fredericton for the championship game. Noah Glover takes the snap, and the give there is to Hines, who's tackled for a minimal gain.
Glover in at quarterback. Hines on the carry. No gain on the play.
Second and 10 for the Tigers here. Noah Glover drops back to pass, and
Pick it up.
Oh, the pass is knocked down by Braden Charette. And that's going to bring up third down, and Oki is going to come back out on the field. Clean snap, and Oki delivers a bomb of a punt, which is gathered in there by Brian Fitzgerald. And a good tackle is made there after only a short return.
What did I say?
First and 10 here for the Hurricanes at their 21-yard line. And a timeout is called. But with 1:40 left, Nate, it's party time here at Wickwire Field.
You know, you can feel the energy rising. We're going to see a rush on the field at the end of this. And it's a big win at a big time for Dalhousie. You know, there's some tensions between the two teams. 4-point game, and Dalhousie came out and claimed it on their home turf.
In the game they needed to have.
Absolutely.
Win or go home.
Absolutely, win or go home. And they were already home.
It's going to be a much nicer feeling waking up tomorrow knowing you got another game coming up in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
Well, we still have a minute and 40 left here, so Holland College will run some more plays on offense. Pruss with a throw over the middle, and it's caught. Once again, it's Spence with a nice spin move to get to the sideline.
Good play by him. Good catch. Good yards after the catch.
Spence has made some nice plays today.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, he's obviously their guy, and you know he's come out at points in here, and he's definitely made himself known. The Dalhousie defense.
I wish that I picked him up in fantasy.
Absolutely. That's got to be at least a 15-point game, you know. AFL fantasy, that's another money-making idea from you. Many of those today.
I'm full of them.
I know you are.
Pruss drops back to pass on first down, and the pass is completed out there. It's Aaron McCardle, but short of first down yardage.
Pruss's pass complete to McCardle. Good for about 4 yards.
Pruss's pass is knocked down there. It's big number 55, Yassine.
Great play, great play. Anytime a defensive lineman gets to put his hands on the ball, it's a special thing. You know, he couldn't bring it down and into his grasp, but you know, I think he's going to settle for the pass breakup. He seems pretty happy out there right now.
Third down, Hurricanes.
Well, if Holland College can't convert this one, it might be kneel down time. They've got 3rd and 5 here. Pruss's pass over the middle is almost caught there by Brian Fitzgerald, but it falls incomplete.
Will DeCourcy, Ireland, making another big play for Dalhousie. He's making a lot of those.
He's been flying around in the second half.
Yeah, and you know what? That would have been a 30-yard gain.
Yards not gained, Hurricanes.
Absolutely, great job by Will there.
Tigers take over with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the game. Dalhousie 31, Holland College Hurricanes 9.
And it looks like Dal's going to run a few more plays here in lieu of kneeling it. It's a run up the middle there for a short loss. It was Brendan Hines on the carry.
Hines on the carry, a loss of 2. Blair, one of the tacklers, and McLeod.
Noah Glover gives it again to Hines, and he's taken down for about a 1-yard loss as the clock ticks down under a minute.
Hines on the carry, good for 1. Charette and McDonald on the tackle.
So Nate, looking ahead to the championship game in 2 weeks from now, we know at this point that it's going to be Dal versus Fredericton. We don't know where the game's going to take place, whether it's here at Wickwire or at UNB. But we know that the matchup is set. What can we expect from that game? What can viewers look forward to in 2 weeks from now?
So it's worth noting at the outset that that'll be the 3rd year in a row in which a rematch at the finals has happened between Dal and Fredericton. So this is really getting to be a top-end rivalry in the league, with each team's meeting in mid-December each year since 2021. You know what? I think some teams this year have had. Let's watch this play. Alistair, what do you got?
Oh, and Holland College runs a bit of a punt return reverse here. And Parker Orr breaks it. A big gain there for Parker Orr. That was a nifty play.
Aaron Brooks able to run him down. That was, you know, you got to bring out the guns at the end, even if it's just for fun. It seemed to be a bet that paid off. Getting back to our championship outlook, you know, I think all the away teams this year have had a tough time really getting in the end zone and stopping the other team from it. That is to say, there's been no wins on the away team this year.
And that's continued tonight. We've been seeing the advantage that playing at home in this league has.
So the advantage, you know, there's going to be a lot riding on next week. But with that said, Dalhousie drove all the way up to Charlottetown last year and managed to come out with the cup and a couple rings. To Fredericton, I'm sorry. So, you know, anything's possible. Dalhousie's done it before, but home field advantage is definitely going to be important.
Deep shot there from Pruss falls incomplete. Absolutely. So even though Holland College has nothing on the line next week because they're eliminated either way, the game has massive implications for Dow. Because like you said, no road teams have won a single game so far this season. So it's going to be imperative that Dow.
Absolutely. And it's interesting to note that Fredericton will be away next weekend. So we're not sure. And I think they've already lost at Holland this year. So. And, you know, Holland's, they're not just going to roll over. You know, these guys want to play. They're hungry. They want the game film. So I think they're going to put up a good fight against Fredericton next week.
16 seconds left here as Holland College has a 2nd and 10 from their own 44. The pass is caught out there by Spence. Another one for Spence. And that's going to bring up 3rd and short here as we have just 12 seconds left in this one.
Press's pass complete to Spence. Good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3.
Pruss with a deep shot into double coverage, and the pass falls incomplete.
Will DeCourcy, Ireland. I think I saw him bat that one down again. He is having a night. I think he's a younger guy as well. That's a good outlook for Dalhousie to have him for a couple of years. You know, good looking future for this defensive unit, especially the secondary unit here.
And as Timber by Pitbull and Kesha plays on the speakers here at Wickwire Field, Dal comes out to kneel on the ball and secure this victory and move on to the final. Nate, what were the keys to the victory today?
I think we really got to give props to this rushing attack on the Dalhousie offense. They came out unstoppable in the first half and then really put up a headache for Holland in the second.
That three-headed monster of Gabrielli, Hines, and Kwong really caused fits for Holland College all night.
Congratulations, Dalhousie. Congratulations, Holland College. And thank you to you folks at home, all across Canada and across the world. We appreciate you.
And for Nate Whitten and the rest of the crew who helped put this broadcast on, this is Alistair Chohan. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope to see you in 2 weeks when Dow plays against UNB Fredericton in the finals. Thank you. Good night.
You better go do right now.
it's here, we're gonna make our case.
I think we can have you on the broadcast squad again.
Hopefully we didn't get too many negative comments.
We'll find
These
out
guys
later.
won't shut up about it. It doesn't matter.
Let's start talking about it.